Here we go. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for letting me interview you for your customer experience so we can design Organic Nearby to meet all your shopping needs. So go ahead and just take us through what you ordinarily do when you think about going shopping, or even what makes you think about going shopping for food.
Okay, so I usually go shopping for food at the request of my husband. Um, I personally hate the experience of shopping for food. And when I have to go shop, I will do a list and I will get in and out of the store. But I will say, when my kids were small, I used to use a service in San Francisco called Planet Organics, which I loved. And I loved it because it was convenient. I didn't have to think about it. They just put in whatever was fresh, and you could go onto the website and you could pick different food items that you wanted to add to the bin, but the crux of the subscription service was fruits and vegetables, whatever was in season. And I kind of liked that. I got exposed to a bunch of things that I'd never had before because I grew up on the East Coast and we didn't eat fruits and vegetables the way people do out here.
I grew up on the East Coast and we didn't eat them either, so
Right.
except tomato sauce on pizza, I think.
Exactly. Exactly. So I liked it because it was convenient. I never had to go into the grocery store because once a week I would get fruits and vegetables delivered to my door.
So how long did you stay with that subscription service?
Oof. For years. We were one of the early adopters, I think, of that service. And we stayed with it for several years, maybe even until we moved out to Davis.
And was it sourcing from local farms or not especially?
It was. And the thing that I liked about it was they had a little sheet that came inside of it and said where the food came from and what to do with it.
Wow, that's a great heads up. That's awesome.
And it used to come in a green bin that you just kind of fold over the tops to close it. And then sometimes it would come out in like wax cardboard boxes. And then you just would leave them out on your, in your front area and they would pick it up, the following Tuesday.
So, it was a delivery service. Delivery was included.
Delivery was included, which was the appeal to me because I didn't have to go to the store.
Right. Wow, that sounds, and did they charge extra for delivery, or was there an option to pick up or delivery?
um, no, there was no option to pick up, and that was kind of their whole shtick, I think, was the delivery service.
And it was called Planet.
Planet Organics.
I love that name.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're in business anymore or if they were acquired by somebody else or what.
Okay, I'll put it in my notes here. Planet Organic. Just there may be something still on the, and you could order online.
Yeah, and so this was a long time ago. It was excuse me. This was in the 2000s. We moved out to Davis in 2011. So 2000 to 2011. So the website was pretty primitive, but it was just fine for the time. I think you put your credit card in there. I think they kept it on file. And then it was one of those things where you had a set subscription every week. And then if you wanted to change it, you would go on the website to change it. And I think you could look at it and take out certain things. Like if you didn't like green beans, you could say never put green beans in my box kind of thing. Or you could just kind of take it as is.
That's fantastic. I love that story. So, but now, since it's just you and your husband, you make a list, and do you go, where do you choose to shop, and why?
So we tend to go to Nugget because it's close by and they have more of an organic selection. Eating organic is important to me. So, so we tend to go there. My husband enjoys walking up and down the aisles there. So
Me
he likes
too.
to go. And if we don't go to Nugget, we'll go to Trader Joe's.
Okay. Yeah, I love Trader Joe's. Okay, thank you so much. I think you've given me a lot of information, and especially about making a list. I get a lot of that. So and when you make that list, you make it on paper or online?
I am generally on paper, and then if I have to send it to my husband, sometimes I'll just use my phone app, the Notes phone app, and I'll put it on there with the little circles, and I'll send it that way to my husband.
And let's see, I did have this other question. What's your like biggest thing, that negative feeling about shopping, and what's your most positive feeling about food shopping, and where and when or whatever?
Yeah, so my negative is just the thought about doing it. I'm not one of these people that can look at food items and know what I'm gonna cook. I have to, so like working with like coupons and all that kind of stuff doesn't work with me, because I have to like look at a recipe, write down the ingredients, make the list that way, and go.
That's
I
pretty, that's really normal. I know somebody else who does that too. Is
Yeah,
that right?
I just don't have that ability to look at food and then think on the fly what might be kind of fun to make. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to come into the grocery store with a plan. And since I don't like cooking, and that whole process just seems like I'm just one of those people where it's like 5 o'clock dinner again. Are you kidding me? You know? Like,
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I don't like to think about it. Meanwhile, my husband, this is why we're together, right? My
Yeah,
husband likes to think about that stuff.
that's
And
awesome. Yeah, me
he
and my
then,
husband are this yin yang also on different things.
yeah. So he'll think about it, and then he'll offer to go to the store if I come up with something to eat. And so I'll go through the cookbooks and then give him the list.
That is awesome.
But
That's
he's a browser too. Like he'll go and if something looks good, he will get it. Nothing that needs to kind of be prepared, but like if fruits more so than anything look good, he'll get it. I've got celiac, so I eat gluten free. And so if he sees something that's interesting that's gluten free that he wants to try, he'll get it and say, "Oh, I thought you might want to try this."
this is more about psychology and family counseling, I think. Okay, so now we're going to close out this portion of our interview, and we're going to jump right into, do you have, oh, you're on your cell phone.
No, I switched to my computer.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Could you go to your cell phone and look at, or do it on your computer if you want to share the screen, whatever, or
Yeah, I'll do it on my computer and share the screen because I think that's useful for you to see.
awesome. So,
All right, what's the website?
OrganicNearby.com. Let's see, share sound optim. I wonder, you'll have to, I don't know how you can ask to share the screen.
Okay, so you go to share screen, and then it should ask you if you want to allow participants to share their screen.
One part most advanced, one can share at a time. Okay. How many can share at the same time? All participants, I'll just put that. So, oh no. Who can share? Who cares? We'll do with you, all participants, all participants. Okay, so now that I I did that. I don't see this. Stop recording, pause recording, share screen. It only is allowing me to share my screen.
Can you say, does it say allow participants there?
No, it doesn't. I wonder if that only would happen if we paid for it. iPhone AirPlay, iPhone cable, Google Chrome post messages. No, we don't want me to. Oh, well, let me see if there's
Oh, you hit it. I can share my screen now.
well, far out. No,
There you go.
oh, this is incredible. I'm so happy. Oh, okay, go for it.
All right. So I'm gonna look. Betta butter garlic chive. Now I'm getting hungry. I'm looking at some things. I'm not a farmer. Newsletter, show me deals in Davis. Okay, I can subscribe here. I don't know what I'm subscribing to.
Good point.
Food grocery store. Oh, okay. I can go and look here. I don't even know what's in season. Oh. I set my location as Davis.
It says Sacramento for some reason.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back home. All right, so now I'm gonna look for carrots again. Oops, I can't spell.
Maybe you'll find somebody who puts their product on and can't spell either. That would be funny.
That's so funny. Terra Pharma Firm. Okay. So then I'm not sure what to do with this information. I can see that there are farms that are like 12 miles away from me, but I'm not sure. So let's see, include the grocery stores and see what happens there. Okay, so I can see the prices of different carrots at different stores. It seems like Safeway's the
Well, it's the only
runner at
one we have going. We're doing another two now, but this is our prototyping beta. So
right. Okay. So I'm not sure, other than it gives me information, I'm not sure like what me as a consumer does with this information.
okay.
And then, so I'll go home again. So, I mean, if I like click on this, oh, I can purchase through the farmer's marketplace. Now, is this the OrganicNearby? Does it have this, or am I going to, what is the farmer's marketplace?
It's a market hub where the farmers belong to the farmers marketplace, and you would have to sign up with them and put your credit card in there, and then you'd have to see how it works, see whether they deliver, or see whether it's pickup locations.
Okay. So now I'm on the farmers market website and I want to go back to where I was, to OrganicNearby.
Boy, you're using this just like we built it. This is pretty amazing.
Well, what I would like to see that I don't see, and I'm kind of scrolling around to see where it is an about that tells me what this website's about and
Okay.
why I would want to use it.
Okay, that'll be in our notes. Yeah. And what you could do with it, possibly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
So
yeah, so do these all hook up to the farmers marketplace? Is that the idea that you source the stuff and then you kind of direct us to this other marketplace?
that was the original idea, but if you go there where the shopping cart is and you look below the
Oh yeah,
purchase,
the moonshine thing.
yeah, then yeah, and you go there. Let's see. It should have their website in there, and you can it has their products from the market hub, but we're planning on putting their website in there, and then you can click on their website and you can contact them directly, see if they deliver, and yeah.
So
that
Organic Nearby is kind of the connector of all of these things, right?
that's exactly that was our tagline, to connect you to fresh, local, and organic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think
You're curating the best organic local foods nearby for them?
curating the most?
Yeah.
Yes, curating the
The freshest,
freshest.
yeah, the freshest selections of local organic foods.
That's perfect. I love it. You're brainstorming.
Sorry.
No, organic. This is good. That's what founders do. You do it for yourself, and then everything you look at, you're doing it for it also. That's awesome. I love, and it's fun to think as a founder, and it's fun to look when things come up oh, that's a problem. That's a challenge, I want to try and solve that instead of, like being bummed out or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the mindset of the entrepreneur.
I do too. Yeah. I do too.
Something. So can you think of, okay, so summarize, maybe you could try the other buttons up there, and yeah. So you've tried, and so explain what you're doing now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm looking and I'm noticing that these are all over the place. And so I was expecting them to show the ones that were local to me based on the fact that I had just put in my location to look at the foods. And so I was a little startled to see, like, what caught my eye was the Hawaii one that was 2,300 miles away. I was like, oh, so
That sounds good. Let's go have lunch.
I know. So now I see, I had this Zoom, our Zoom pictures in front of it. Now I see that there's an order by name and by distance. So I'm going to click it to be by distance. And so now I can see all of the farms that are nearby. And
You need to show this to your husband and ask him what he thinks. Record him for me.
okay. So I was thinking though, like I was not clicking on the farmer button because I was thinking to myself, well, I'm not a farmer, so that's not for me to push.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So like if it was said like partnerships or, farmer partners or something to indicate
Farmer
that,
partners. Yeah. Or yeah.
yeah,
Excellent. Or find your local or find your nearest farmer
yeah, nearby farms.
nearby. Oh, that's excellent. Nearby farms. Nearby farm.
So I'll just go ahead and subscribe and see what happens here.
Thanks. I'll be interested in myself.
Unsubscribed is spelled wrong.
You're right.
And then I think it just automatically went back there. That's okay. So then
That's
this is
good.
another thing that confuses me is the farmer login and register. So I assume that that's not for me, and it looks like it's not for me. So I would get out of there and go back home.
Okay.
And so I feel like that's everything.
You've done it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I'll see. Let's see, I'll stop the recording, pause recording, stop recording.